there, this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Tonight my video is going to be on the painting of this design on the wine glass, but I'm going to show you on paper how I painted the design. I'm going to start off with using my berry wine, my folk art enamel Wicker White, both of these are folk art enamels, the sunflower, and the Thicket, which is going to be the green I use on the leaves, and then burnt umber, which for the purpose of this video, it's not the actual folk art enamels, it's the outdoor paint, but I don't actually have the burnt umber and the enamels right now. For some reason, where I buy it from, it seems to be out. So anyways, let's get started. Again, I'm going to start with the berry wine and the Wicker White to make the actual flower petals. This is going to be a 5-petal flower. I don't know if you've seen my glass video or not. I'm doing this just on a regular piece of paper so that I'm not wasting any kind of good paper that can actually be used for a finished project. Anyhow, I typically start at the top of the flower, and I am left-handed, so the direction in which I'm doing the painting might be a little bit different than what you would do if you're right-handed. So keep that in mind. You know, if I'm starting on the right side, you might find it more natural to start on the left side when you're creating your petals. And it is a little bit more difficult to do this on paper because of the dryness of the paper. So you might have to, you know, just for the purpose of what I'm doing, go over it to get it to fill in. And I am just going to keep turning my paper as I'm creating my design. And once again, bear with me, I'm still trying to get used to my new setup for creating videos. Making sure I get everything actually in the film. And it's pretty easy. Like I said, unfortunately, a little dry there. But I can just start at the top and just pull it back down here. Kind of fill it in a little bit and maybe even go back over it to complete it. It's just a basic, you know, I'm using a flat brush and I'm just pushing and then pulling it back down. You can make your leaves more rounded, like some of the, or petals, excuse me, rounded, or you can have a point to them if you wish. And I could also add some flow medium to this to make it flow a little bit easier on the paper. But right now this is just for the purpose of giving a demo on how I create the petals of the leaves, petals of the flower. I don't know why I keep saying that. Alright, I'm just going to push it, pull it back. I'm going to be trying to come up with some different designs to paint on my hangers, and anything that you would like to see, please let me know. I would appreciate it. So I know if you've seen any of my hangers, my go-to painted design is typically a rose using these colors. And if you don't like the way the center looks of the petal, just go over it. Easy peasy. Easy as can be. The next step is going to be doing the center part of the flower. And I basically just turn the brush around using the same colors and create the center. Now this is just a smaller petal that goes in the center. I'm also creating it as a 5-petal once again. I didn't get enough white on that one. So let's add some more white. Kind of a different look there. Not really what I was going for. You can overlap the petals some if you want. Up to you. This is your creation. Make it yours. Like I said, you can see that it's a pretty easy design. Okay, so once we have that going on, then I'm going to work on the centers. And basically on the center, I'm just using a liner brush. I'm going to dip it into my sunflower and just tap in the center of the flower. And basically with this, you can do as little or as much as you want. I kind of layered a little bit and maybe then go back in and add some different color, not different colors, but add more of the same colors, but just layering on more. And for the purpose of this video, I'm not taking time to clean out my brush in between, so if you want to do that, that's definitely okay when you're doing yours. Again, I'm going to go back in, add some more layering to it. And maybe not even use all the colors that I've used thus far. Maybe just repeat 2 of the colors. For some reason I can't get this black to flow right tonight. Or not black, but the brown. It's a little thick. And typically, if it were not as thick as it is tonight, it would go on nicer. So I do apologize for that, but it would go on as nicely as like the yellow. But anyhow, there you go. Like I said, you can, if you don't want it to be that muddled, you can keep building on it and make it as clean as you want it to look there. And there you have that part of it. Now I'm not really sure what these little things are called. It has these little things that come out. This is a Columbine flower, by the way. So that's not something I made up for a change. And like I said, I'm reaching the dryness here. And you can just come back in over it and just brush it on. Build in a little bit more. Need to put a little bit more paint on my dish here. And definitely having a little bit more paint helps with the flow of it on the paper. And now I might want to just come down here. I just kind of like to make them a little different, so that they're not all the same length. Alright, so I'm done with that, and the last thing to do to complete the flowers is to come in and do the petals. And I'm just doing simple, just little leaves, nothing that's too difficult to do. But anyhow, I'll come in here, push and pull up, push and pull up. And I mean, you can do a little or a lot. You can go around the whole flower if you wish. Sorry, straighten this out again. And now if you like it to have it more of the same kind of look, you know, they're not all going to look the same, but maybe similar. Like I said, these are just basic leaves. I mean, if you wanted to stop with just having maybe 2 or 3 leaves on it, you could do that. I kind of like the way it looks with the leaves all around it. Just prettier. And then I'm going to add some extra ones to the flower. It's going to come out here from it, push and pull. And I'm just going to do a little branch to pull it in. Oops. There with the wrong side. A little dry. And I'll pull that leaf back in there. You can add a couple, you know, if you want to do, maybe then pull out another leaf over in this direction. You can do that. You can actually attach it, come and clear back here. Maybe even adding just a little extra pieces of greenery. Give it a little bit more interest. Yeah, I think on the glass itself, I just went around a little bit and I didn't put a ton of leaves on it. But like I said, I like it. I think it's pretty with more leaves to it. And there you go. That's the finished design. And hope you enjoyed the demo. Let me know if you have any questions. If you like the video, please subscribe, like it, and share it. And let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'd love to hear from you. And thanks again for stopping by. Have a good evening.